Thank you and good afternoon. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam Sports Report. We had a crazy day in the sports world, especially in Kansas City. You won't believe it, but the Royals have won 7 in a row. Royals 18 runs over the week. On Wednesday, shut out the Mets 3-0 on Wednesday and almost shut them without a 2-out home run in the top of the ninth. Mets avoid back-to-back shutouts. The Royals and Phillies played last night, and the Royals won 7-5 to make it 7 in a row. Royals have their highest winning streak in baseball. The Royals have had several moves at the deadline on Tuesday and Wednesday, and Soren Petro says at least J.J. Picotola and the Royals were busy compared to recent years.
All right, so the Royals do get busy. I'll say that's transactional. 4 trades in the last 2 days. I mean, I don't know that I love all the haul, but they're making moves, and they're trading guys that weren't going to be with them when they were contenders anyway, so I at least like that.
If Bobby Witt Jr. keeps playing like this, he could be an MVP. He had a 425-hit home run. He had 6 RBIs over the series, and also had a 2-run homer, had 2 RBIs, and for tonight at 5:05, the Royals will have Alec Marchand on the mound, and Christopher Sanchez will go for the Phillies. Game time 5:05 again. Cardinals will play the Rockies. The Cardinals lost the series to the Twins and lost last night again 9-4. The Cardinals have been the most disappointing team in baseball. The Rockies haven't been that good either. Tonight on the mound for the Cardinals and Rockies, it'll be Ty Blash against Steven Martez. Game time 6:15. White Sox play the Guardians last night, losing 4-2. White Sox will have Michael Kopech on the mound, and Noah Syndergaard will go for the Cleveland Guardians. Now a few notes on the Chiefs. Chris Jones continues to hold out, losing $50,000 a day. You got to have a price. Quentin Williams. You got to have a price to do the Chiefs. Quentin Williams makes about 20. So maybe bump up Chris Jones to about 26-28. Donald is the highest, but he is the best. He can take over a game, and he's a game wrecker. And so is Chris Jones, but not as good a game wrecker as Donald. Aaron Donald is a Hall of Famer. Chris Jones is probably not. He's the best game wrecker in the game. For the Chiefs, too late to make a deal. Which gets me to this. They could trade him next year and franchise tag him, or they can franchise tag him again next year, and if he holds out, well, I guess he holds out. And then you ask him if he's going to hold out, and you can trade him, and then that's what you do. Or you can get him a contract, that's fine. But the problem is, he's going to be over 32 years old by the time the contract's done, probably like 33 or 34. And if you keep him to this contract, he will only stay till his 31-year-old season. I don't like 30-year-olds in the NFL. I don't like 30-year-olds in the NFL, but we'll see what happens. One of the most confusing things in sports happened yesterday, the conference realignment. Oregon and Washington have finalized a deal to move to the Big Ten, according to reports, by 2020. It was a big day in college athletics, and conference realignment got more confusing. The Big Ten has added more teams, including the Big 12. The Big 12 will stay for the local conferences. So it looks like right now for the Big 12 is Utah And Arizona and Arizona State have just been at it. So look at Kansas State, West Virginia, BYU, Iowa State, Baylor, TCU, Oklahoma State, Texas Tech, UFC, Colorado, Arizona State, Arizona, Houston, Cincinnati, and Utah. Of course, Houston, UFC, Cincinnati, and Cincinnati. UFC. That will start this fall. In 2024, Arizona and Utah will follow. For the SEC, it stays the same as far as right now. Mizzou, Arkansas, Vanderbilt, Georgia, Alabama, Texas A&M, Mississippi State, LSU, Auburn, Tennessee, Ole Miss, Florida. Georgia, Alabama, Texas A&M, Mississippi State, LSU, Auburn, Tennessee, Florida, South Carolina, Oklahoma becomes members in 2024, and Texas becomes members in 2024. Wait, now when you want to do the Big Ten. Illinois, Indiana, Maryland, Michigan, Ohio State, Iowa, Purdue, Rutgers, Northwestern, Nebraska, Wisconsin, Penn State, Minnesota, Michigan are all part of the Big Ten. I know there are 18 teams, but calm down. There's 16 teams in the Big 12 as well. Washington, Oregon, UCLA, USC all become members in the 2024 season. Oregon and Washington got the deal done yesterday. Now, missing without a trace style, the Pac-12 probably fold. Oregon State, Stanford, Cal, Washington are all teams that might be dead before they do conference realignment again. And you never know when conference realignment again. Yes, Missouri could end back up in the Big 12 as far as I'm concerned. And then maybe the Big 12 goes to 20. Maybe the SEC goes to 20. And maybe the Big 10 goes to 20 as well. In the Big 12 conference in 2022, the Big 12 had 10 teams. Now they have 14. They're going to have 16. They pay them whatever the school wants to pay them, and they have no cap. I guess I said student athletes should be paid, but you would have thought it would have been a better system. And they get to be like babies and do whatever they want. They are basically a free agent every year in college sports. They can change the team whenever they want. There is no control. It's like when you let your kids do whatever they want. Guess what they'll do? Do whatever they want. Well, now that's college sports in a transition. Now, that's also Sam Vaughn's Smack. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam Sports Report.